Oh, delicious brains. Spicy.
Boy Pika, what Chad doing?
What the fuck? Who disturbs my slumber? Oh, wait, it's you.
Were you just catching up on your sleep there, or something?
Well, no, I was bored, so I decided to try watching some daytime TV, and unfortunately its banal and low quality content made me doze off. I probably won't be doing it again.
I see. So, I take it, you saw this then.
If I was to refer to you as darling or babe or something like that, you'd find it offensive.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, no, but I'd love to know who let Kate Smurthwaite out of a cage. Yes, hello, slimy fertilers, and we're back again with another bit of feminist bullshit that's been allowed to air on television. This time it comes from This Morning, which you may or may not know is a TV magazine style show that's been a staple on British daytime telly since the 80s. They are quite even-handed when they have debates like this, because they always get someone who is, vehemently for the topic and someone who's vehemently against it. So the hosts tend not to interfere much, unlike the BBC, which the hosts are always pro the argument and are quite happy to slander and shoot down anybody that attempts to defend it. So here we go. They've wheeled out Kate Smurthwaite again to make yet another claim. They have been wheeling Kate Smurthwaite out on quite a fairly regular basis for the past sort of couple of years, pretty much ever since she got her ass handed to her by Milo Yiannopoulos. So this time round she's trying to say that shops and stuff that say darling to you or things like that when you go in is somehow like the end of the world or something. I don't fucking know. Let's just get on with it.
Well, I think offended is quite a strong term. I mean, I'm a comedian in a feminist campaign. I get called much, much worse on a daily basis.
She claims to be a comedian, but I have yet to hear anyone say that they enjoyed any of her shows or material. No, seriously. As for being a feminist activist, she would do well to review that statement and try to figure out why in the vast majority of her TV appearances she ends up making herself look stupid.
But do I like it? Do I think, oh, I'll shop in your shop? No. I think, oh, come on, like, I'm 41 years old.
Really? She don't look a day over 65 to me.
That was a bit low-hanging fruit, wasn't it?
Sorry, I couldn't resist it.
I just sort of think, and especially when you get to the door and the guy at the door is like, good afternoon, sir. Hello, love. And you're like, hold on a minute, like, if you're going to call him sir, could I have a similar level of respect? So I'm not about to, cause a firestorm when it happens. I don't think...
All right, so that's why you're now on telly whinging about it then.
Anyone should be locked up. But I think if you work in a shop and you want to give good customer service, the surveys say about 2/3 of women don't like it. So some don't mind. But if you're not sure, the best guess is to say something else.
Our poll disagrees with that. That 88% of people say that they wouldn't be offended by someone calling them darling.
But isn't that...
Ha 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 ha. Wrecked.
Who's answered the poll, though, isn't it? That's like people who feel strongly about it. Most people at home. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing where if you do a survey and say, have you been burgled? Everybody's been burgled because you don't bother answering that survey unless it means something to you. So
Indeed it does, Kate, and that's why 88% of the people who voted in the survey said that it didn't bother them. Oh dear, that doesn't fit in with your fucking narrative, does it?
I think it's like...
I'd like to think that our viewers had quite
a full representative sample.
And she goes on to rubbish the poll results because, quite simply, they don't agree with what she's trying to say. The thing is, though, Kate, the people who voted in this particular poll, or survey, or whatever you want to call it, by ringing or texting, are exactly the sort of people you're trying to convince that this sort of thing is bad. Because the people watching this programme are the people that do the shopping and things like that, sort of unemployed people, stay-at-home mums, stay-at-home dads. Although dads, she couldn't care less about because, it's only women that face, people calling them things that they might not particularly like. I don't know how many times I've been referred to as, mate, pal, buddy, dude, or whatever in a shop by somebody I don't know. But I'm one of the 88% of people. I don't fucking care.
Why is there a problem with this? With this, Kim? Maybe it is time to say, look, that's too familiar, and I don't like it.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, the next lady to speak is called Kim Woodburn, and she is a TV personality who has been on British TVs in some form for about the past 10-15 years. She's also proven herself to be a very forthright and straight-talking person who speaks her own mind and basically has confidence in what she says and does. She's pretty much the kind of woman that modern feminists aspire to be but refuse to be, because she when she has an opinion on something, she sticks to it and fights in her corner rather than checking to see what the majority of people think and then changing her views accordingly to fit in with the narrative or the collective thoughts on the subject. So yeah, let's let Kim have a good old chat.
It's a load of garbage.
What did I tell you? And now Kate is triggered as fuck.
Utter load of garbage. I think a majority of us do it in a nice way. We don't mean any harm. Hello, my love. Hello, dear. Hello. And when you just said that when you go into the grocery store, any store, hello, sir, hello. What stores do you go into, my love?
Well,
That is
whichever
simply not true, dear. You're telling porkies.
But
You're
it's
telling
happened to me.
porkies. No,
I mean,
rubbish.
you can
so
disbelieve
this
me
is
if you like.
sexist. You're making sexist. So you're saying it only happens to women.
No, I haven't said that, actually.
Well,
but
you're saying they wouldn't do it if it was a man.
No, actually, no. Very much my point is...
Oh, she's going into smug mode. This means she's going to come out with something really fucking stupid in a minute.
If you go into a shop, I don't know, that, for example, there's Greasy Spoon cafes near me, and there's an older woman who runs it, and she calls absolutely everybody darling. And when that happens, I think, oh, well, that's just how she talks.
So, it's fine when that lady does it, because that's just how she talks. But if anyone else does it, especially one of those vile twats that has a penis instead of a holy vagina, then it's wrong. Taste that delicious feminist hypocrisy, so yummy and succulent. If you could harness it as a power source, we could completely discard fossil fuels.
Stop this sexist lark, because I go shopping a lot. The lady on my till says to men, hello, darling, how you doing? How's the wife? Hello, darling, to me. She doesn't just say it to me. You're just looking for something to say, dear.
Yes. Manufactured outrage is manufactured.
You're talking tripe. You don't go in and say, no man's going to say, hello, sir, hello, darling.
All right,
Where
Kim,
do you
Kim,
get
Kim,
it?
it is
Where does she go shopping?
Kim, it is a discussion, so she's
Well, she's
entitled
she's
to
not telling
have
the
her...
truth.
Well,
Then please tell the truth.
if she's experienced that, then that's...
Have you ever experienced this?
You see, this is one of the parts of the kind of listen and believe crap. We're expected to listen and believe that other people's experiences are true, and yeah, alright, so, you can say, yeah, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But the problem lies in exactly what we're seeing here. It's Kim is saying that that's not her experience, but Kate isn't having any of it. She's sat back, she's in that kind of smug defence mode that she does whenever she's confronted with something. You see it in every sort of thing that she's on television. She does it every time. She can't handle the fact that somebody is saying something completely different to what she's saying about the same thing. As far as she's concerned, she's 100% correct, and you can't argue with her. But when somebody does and provides compelling information to the contrary, she ends up making herself look stupid by opening her mouth and saying things and basically hitting on the old ad hominems thing. I mean, Kim there, yeah, she's gone like, oh yeah, your argument is tripe and whatever. That's going straight for the jugular kind of thing. She shouldn't really do it, but that's how Kim talks. That's how she debates, sort of thing. And it's basically the same as what I do. If your argument's crap, then say it's crap, and then say why, which Kim has done. But yeah, this thing is going on now. I've cut a couple of bits out up to here with bits in that were irrelevant, but I will put a link to the full thing down below, and you can finish watching the entire thing yourself and do that. So yeah, and my social media contacts are up on screen, as well as my PayPal link if you feel like donating. Any donations are received with thanks. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.